Uh-oh. Fat boy's stuck. Fat boy's stuck. I need a Twinkie. Alright guys, so let's go and open this up here. As you can see, got it this way. Fuel pump relay is the corner one. I've already removed it last night. This is the old one, 5-pin. And there's the little circuitry there. You can actually test this thing out by jumping 85 to 86 with a power supply, but I don't have a available power supply to be doing all that. And I don't have the jumper wires right now. Everything's packed. So this is the new one. Everything's the same except for the coloring of the relay. So we'll give this thing a try and see what happens. Alright, that is in there. And we will see. Let me get underneath the truck and see if the fuel works. Okay guys, so unfortunately it's not the relay. It is definitely the fuel pump itself. So I'm going to try to siphon the gas out. Like I said, this thing is a full tank. This is 29.5 gallons. So I'm going to try to siphon out as much as I can. I collected in, I got some 5-gallon buckets with lids and everything I can use to collect it, because I don't have 30 extra fuel tanks laying around or whatever. Yeah, disheartening. It's just what it is. So it's definitely the fuel pump is not working. So I dropped the tank, fished that out, change it out with a new one, and go from there. We'll be back. Okay guys, so after careful consideration, I have decided to remove this row of seating. I'm about to do something that I did not want to do, but my back is not holding out. I am going to cut an access panel above the fuel tank, hopefully directly above the fuel pump, and remove the fuel pump that way. But before I do, I am going to reseal the unit, the system there. I'm going to put the fuel filter back on, because right now I have 2 open lines, and what is flammable with gasoline is the fumes. So I want to seal that up, that way when I start cutting with a grinder, it's not going to ignite anything with the sparks. So I'm going to go take care of that first, and then we're going to take the seat out, cut back the carpeting. Yeah, good times. But to be honest with you guys, I don't see paying $1,300 to have a new fuel pump installed in a vehicle when I have the ability to do it myself with just parts. So let's get started. Okay guys, so filter, some of these have the ins and out wrote on it. This one does. There it is, out. The out goes towards the engine. Okay, now I couldn't remember what my line size was. Put a couple inches down with me here. Yeah, I have very little room to work with, guys. And it looks like that was the incorrect wrench that I brought down underneath here with me. what sucks. But that's okay. Let me go ahead and get this thing mounted anyway. So obviously you want to start everything by hand. The last thing you want to do is cross thread this sucker. You would definitely have a very bad day. With my wrench, because of limited space. But that's alright, because once it catches, I must have tightened. Oops. About dropped my wrench. Alright. That's tight. Okay. Grab the camera, bring it in. There we go. Filter reinstalled. Now there is a nice little black strap that the filter actually resides in, but you know what? I don't care. It's not going on. They're a pain in the butt to put back on. Ah. Oh God. All right. The easy part's done. Now we have to go inside. Okay guys, so the carpeting's been pulled up, and see, the frame, the body looks pretty good underneath. I did notice that that carpet has some wet spots in it. Not too happy about that, so apparently I've got a leak, and it's probably here. Like I said, this doesn't lock. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but odds are this back hatch is not particularly for this tailgate, and it had been sitting in the rain for a while because I've got moisture on the pan there. But one step at a time, right? Alright, so this is my target zone. I'm thinking it is around here. Okay, so I'm going to cut a small piece out, and I'm going to go look to see exactly where that is. That way I don't cut a big section out and then go, oh crap, I cut the wrong area. But I'm definitely thinking it's around here. So I'm probably just going to cut one of these high spots out. No, you know what? I'm going to cut a low spot out. That way I can see down inside exactly where that pump is. So, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, and it's starting to rain. A little sprinkly, misty stuff. At least the mosquitoes went away. Funny. It is December, almost January, and we still have mosquito problems. Florida. But, alright, let me go get the layout tools I need, and we'll start. Alright guys, so I got my old trusted DeWalt. I actually like DeWalt, they're lightweight. Old Milwaukee's and stuff, they're actually last longer. DeWalts don't last as long, but I've had this one for going on 3 years, and I haven't had any major issues, but you can use any grinder. Alright, so I'm going to cut a little section out just so I can take a peek. I do see sheet metal spot welds here, so that's telling me there might be a cross member here, but we'll take a look at it underneath this plate. Okay guys, so after further inspection and that inspection hole I cut, I went and got my welding mirror, inspection mirror, and slid down in there, hit it with a flashlight. Fuel pump is not there. Alright, so lay the carpet back down, put the inspection tab back down. When I go to seal all that up, when I go to my buddy's house, like I said, he's got a little MIG welder with a spot welded in, so that there's no structural weakness there. But I went ahead and went back to the original plan, and I pulled up the seats. Sorry, I had to turn the camera face around. Alright, so you can see the rise up here. Alright, that's where I can access the fuel pump. Alright, now where the head of the grinder is about where the fuel pump is, so I got to cut back as close as I can here, and I'm probably going to peel back up to here and just peel it back, because that's actually where the fuel pump is. I don't need to cut out this whole pan. Luckily though, this sits all up underneath the seat, so that is great. During the inspection, I noticed that a lot of the bolts are missing from the seat. As you can see here, this whole thing moves. So I'm missing a bolt over there, I'm missing a bolt here, and I'm missing a bolt back there. So I'll be getting bolts for this. I will go to the junkyard to get those. So let's go ahead and get this thing cut out, guys. Okay guys, so we got it cut out. Y'all smell that? No, it's not fuel, thank God. I was really worried about dropping my grinder and hitting something down there. I do not like working around fuel tanks. I had to work around propane tanks there in North Dakota. We built burners that heat up the systems and stuff for fracking, and would weld these big old propane tanks on. And of course we welded braces directly on the tank. I did not like working that type of work. So let's see if I was successful or not. Or did I just put a big hole in the truck? Alright, it is there. Let me grab something here so I can bend that up a little bit better. You guys will hang out with me just for a minute while we get this bent. Alright. Dang. You'll see the amount of rust on that ring. That is not good. That is going to be a pain in the butt to get off. I don't even think I'm going to be able to reuse that ring. I'm going to have to see if they got another ring. That's not good. And these fuel lines, I do not have this particular fuel line removal kit. So I'm going to have to get that too. Odds are, well, that's not good. You touch it and it breaks. That was down in here. That was like that. And I grabbed it. It's broke. There's the other part. That's not good, guys. Alright, let me see what I can do about getting this thing out. Alright, so that's the old fuel pump. Yeah. I don't know if you see it down in here, it's just dark now. It's getting darker. There's the hole. So I've got to change this plug. The new kit came with a adapter. So they did have a new lock ring for the tank, thankfully. Alright, so that's the new pump. And I've got a new plug that I've got to adapt. Luckily there's instructions, so I'll be back.